So guys, as you all know that I have uploaded one video which was a part 1 of the cell, the unit of life. I hope you have studied it thoroughly. So now we'll move forward to the next page of the cell, the unit of life. Robert Hooke, an English scientist, developed a microscope by using two lenses for achieving greater magnification. Such microscopes were later known as compound microscopes. In Hooke's microscope, the object to be seen was placed on the stage below, and light from an oil flame was thrown on it by means of a concave mirror. Hooke examined a thin slice of cork under his microscope and observed that it was made of tiny box-like compartments piled up together. This reminded him of the rooms or cells of monks in a monastery, and so he said that the cork was made up of cells. The cells which Hooke saw were all dead cells, and they had only the empty boxes or the walls. The ordinary compound microscope of today is greatly improved design of the original Hooke's microscope. The invention of the electron microscope added further to the unknown facts about cells. It can give a magnification to over 2 lakh times as against the ordinary compound microscope, which magnifies an object up to a maximum of about 2000 times. The ordinary compound microscope uses light which is bent by glass lenses to magnify the image, while the electron microscope uses beams of electrons which are bent by magnets. Cell theory. Moving to cell theory, please thoroughly read the an ordinary compound microscope and its diagram. In 1838, Matthias Schleiden, a German botanist, announced that every plant is made up of a large number of cells. He added that each of these cells performed various life processes. A year later, Theodor Schwann, a German zoologist, made similar discoveries in animals. He declared that all animals and plants are composed of cells which serve as the units of structure and function. This, in short, is called the cell theory, having been proposed by Schwann and Schleiden in the year 1839. Rudolf Virchow in 1858 made an addition to cell theory by saying that all cells arise from pre-existing cells. The cell theory states three major points. The cell is the smallest unit of structure of all living things. The cell is the unit of function of all living things. All cells arise from pre-existing cells. What does the cell theory mean? Take two examples, a plant such as mango and an animal such as a frog. Structural unit. If we take any part of the body of a frog or any part of a mango plant and examine it under a microscope, it will show a cellular structure. Functional unit. Any function in the body of the frog or in the mango plant is due to the activity in its cells. For example, movement of the frog is due to the contractions of muscle cells. Food is digested by the enzymes, which is the cells of the gut secrete. Digested food is absorbed by the cells, and absorbed food is used in cells for various metabolic activities. In a mango plant, photosynthesis occurs in the cells of leaves. The root cells absorb water from the soil and so on. Cells die are replaced. The body of the frog or of the mango tree is composed of millions and millions of cells. Many of these cells continuously die and are replaced by new ones, which are formed by the division of younger cells. Formation of cells from pre-existing cells is a never-ending chain. All life starts as a single cell. The life of the frog and the life of the mango tree started as a fertilized egg and as a seed, respectively. The egg was a single cell produced by the cells of the ovary of the mother frog. The mango seed had an embryo formed after pollination and fertilization, which also started as a single cell in the ovary of the flowers of the parent mango tree. Cells, how numerous? Single called. Many small plants and animals are made up of just one single cell. Example, bacteria, yeast, and amoeba. Few called. Some very small plants and animals are made up of relatively few cells, just as a few hundred or a few thousand cells. Example, Spigogria volvox, multicelled. Most plants and animals we see around us, including ourselves, are made up of millions and billions of cells. Example, human beings, mango. An average sized adult human constitutes approximately 37.2 trillion cells in the whole body, 10,000 million nerve cells in the brain cortex, 5 to 6 million red blood cells, and 7,000 white blood cells per cubic millimeter of blood. Cells, how small? Cells are very small and are seen only with a microscope. Smallest cells are the bacteria, red blood cells in the human body. Longest cells are the nerve cells. Imagine a nerve cell extending from your fingertip up to the spinal cord inside your backbone. Largest cells are the bird eggs. Ostrich egg is the largest single cell of the living world today. The white of the egg and the egg shell are extra parts added onto the actual egg as it passes down to the reproductive tract. Smallness of cells, a greater efficiency. Cells generally remain small in size, and this is so for two main reasons. Different regions of a cell can communicate with each other rapidly for the cell to the function effectively. Cells have a large surface area, volume ratio, and so called cell membrane and cell wall. So this is for today, guys. Please wait for the third part. And I want to tell you that for the first video I did not get any good reply or good comments. So please comment and subscribe my channel so I can be motivated and encouraged to do several subjects like English, Hindi, and other subjects videos, so I can know the demand of the audience. So please support and thank you.